let's see. All right.
Tommy, listen to me. He is the contractor. He's the contractor, okay? I can't lose this job. I understand. Let's talk about this in the morning, okay? We'll talk about it in the morning. All right, good night.
Hey.
Scoot.
Monday at work, huh?
You still doing up? It's late.
Crud, what time is it?
It's way past your bedtime.
But still today.
Honey, please not right now. I do not have the energy for this.
Here.
What's this?
Your birthday? You kept complaining about your broken watch. So I figured, you know. You like it?
Honey, this is... It's nice, but... I think it's stuck. It's not...
What? No. Oh, ha ha.
Where did you get the money for this?
Drugs. I sell hardcore drugs.
Oh, good. You started helping out with the mortgage, then.
Yeah, you wish.
Man, I hate when my voice gets all out of whack when I do these things.
Sarah, honey, I need to get your daddy on the phone.
Uncle Tommy, what time is it?
I need to talk to your dad now. There's something...
I'm all phlegmy.
Hello?
Happens every time I want to talk. Like when I want to talk on, like do a video or something, it like happens like every time. There's nobody on yet, but I went over and checked it.
Oh, dang it.
It's working.
I forgot to give this to him.
It's got a delay, which it's supposed to have. Oh man, oh man.
Phone's dead.
All right.
Dad? Daddy? You in here?
Seem to be somehow connected to the nationwide
Where the heck
pandemic.
are you?
We've received reports that victims afflicted with the infection show
That's
signs
nearby.
of increased aggression and...
Everybody out of here now. There's a gas leak. Hey,
There seems to be some commotion coming from...
get the hell out of here!
What is that?
Holy moly.
Dad? Dad? What is going on?
that's working. Good.
There's 8 missed calls.
Wanted to make sure the
Hell are
stream
you?
was working.
Call
I was able to
me
send myself a
on the
message.
highway.
Or put a message say hello.
Where is he? There you are.
Sarah, are you okay?
Yeah?
Does anyone come in here?
No, who would come in here?
Don't go near the doors. Just stand back there.
Here, let me do it anyway.
Dad, you're kind of freaking me out. What's going on?
Ride with them. I think they're sick.
What kind of sick?
Jimmy!
Dad?
Honey, come here. Come here. Jimmy! Jimmy, stay back! Jimmy, I am warning you! Don't!
Ooh.
You shot him.
Sarah,
I saw him this morning.
listen to me. There is something bad going on. You've got to get out of here. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Tommy, come on. Come on.
Where the hell you been? You have any idea what's going on out there?
I got some notion.
Holy shit. You got blood all over you.
Hey, man, let's just get out of here.
They're saying half the people in Sydney lost their minds.
Just please go.
Or a parasite or something. You gonna tell me what happened?
Later.
Hey, Sarah. How you holding up, honey?
I'm fine. Can we hear us on the radio?
Yeah, sure thing.
Thanks.
No cell phone. No radio. Yeah, we're doing great. A minute ago, newsman wouldn't shut up.
He said where to go?
They said, Army's put up roadblocks on the highway. No getting into Travis County.
We need to get the hell out. Take 71.
71, that's one.
Did they say how many are dead?
Probably a lot. Found this one family all mangled inside their
Tommy.
house. Right. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ, how did this happen?
They got no clue. But we ain't the only town. First they're saying it's just the South. Now they're going on about the East Coast, the West Coast. Holy hell. That's Lewis's farm. I hope that son bitch made it out.
Sure he did.
Right.
Were we sick?
No, of course not.
Oh, man.
How do you know?
They said it's just people in the city. We're good.
Didn't Jimmy work in the city?
That's right, he did. Trust me.
All right.
Let's see what they need.
What do you think you're doing? Keep driving.
I got a kid, Joel.
So do
Oh,
we.
But we have
This game
room.
takes forever.
Keep driving, Tommy. You see what I see.
Let's see.
Someone else will come along.
You should have helped him.
I always ask myself if I would help somebody, but I don't know. It's easy to say when you're
Everyone and their mother had the same damn idea.
living in a nice, comfortable society.
We could just
Shit hasn't gone crazy.
Tommy!
Holy shit!
What the fuck just happened? Did you see that? Yes, I saw it.
God damn.
Turn here, turn here.
Come on, people, move.
What are they running from?
Get us out of here.
I'm trying.
Oh no.
We can't stop here, Tommy.
I can't fucking drive through them, Joel!
Back up there!
They're behind me, too!
There! Hold on! Go!
Hey, Brandon. What's up? No, I've played this game 12 times probably.
Hey. Hey.
I don't like doing blind playthroughs on streams because I tend to. I think I'm paranoid about looking bad, not knowing what I'm doing. I don't know, but I tend to not like to do it. I tend to have wanted to play the game once before. But plus, what if I hate the game and I don't want to finish it? Yeah, I play other stuff besides Dark Souls. I just tend to play Dark Souls more than anything.
I'm here, baby. I'm here. Come, give me your hand.
Like, I love, like, third-person shooters. I love, like,
My leg hurts.
like Resident Evil 4 I play a lot.
We're gonna need to run.
And this.
Keep us safe.
Yeah, I'm not a one-and-done guy on too many games. Like, some games, it depends if they're, like, certain RPGs, I only like to play once, but, because they're so long and involved. Yeah, I tend to not finish games I don't like a lot either. Or there's games that I like, but
Don't look, Sarah.
it's more of a, I don't love the game, and it doesn't really matter, or the story will change and it'll lose me. But then those games like I love Final Fantasy IX.
We're gonna get out of this.
And I love the combat, and I think it's just, I think it's really good. And I keep wanting to go back and level up to where I can play beat all the, the special bosses that you have to be way over leveled to beat. And I never get that far. I always because the game starts to just become so repetitive at that point. And then you're just like, yeah, just kind of get to where you just have enough.
He's dead. Jesus. God damn
Need
it.
a break, because it's just the same stuff over
almost there,
and
baby.
over again.
They're getting through the fence. Keep going. Find a way out of here.
The good thing about a game like this is you can play it for like,
Go.
you can put 8 hours or so in it. And there's no grinding involved. But if I'm in a grinding game, it has to be
I
really
can outrun him.
Uncle Tommy?
I will meet you there. Hurry.
Daddy, we can't leave him.
Yeah, the repetitive game, it's gotten more repetitive over the years. I mean, it's gotten less repetitive over the years. I mean, if you play like an NES RPG, I almost said reproduction, NES RPG, I mean, you're just grinding just because. And that's for like a short game. I can't stand that's the thing with PvP with me, it just feels repetitive too. That's why I like fighting bosses, because like when you get into like with Dark Souls, you get into like New Game Plus 2, 3, 4,
We need help.
and the bosses just become so ridiculous, have so much health, and
We're not.
especially like if you fight like the Fume Knight in New Game Plus 4 and Dark
Daddy, what
Souls
about
2.
Uncle Tommy?
We're gonna get
It's
you to
like,
safety and go back
I've
around,
beat him
okay?
solo in New Game Plus 4 before, but he's like hell in New Game. And he's got so much health.
What have we just been through? Hell.
And
We just need.
you know, and yeah, there's timing and you know the patterns, but when you do PvP, I mean, you hit them like a few times, and usually they're done unless they're a really good player.
Oh no.
Sarah.
Yeah, you never know what people do, but at the same time, they have no health. Like they top out at like 2,000 or 3,000,
okay, baby?
depending
Stay with
on which Souls game it is.
I'm gonna pick you up.
And you know,
I know, baby. I know it hurts.
and then
Come on, baby.
I was trying to play Dark Souls 3 with a
I know.
friend of mine the other day. We were just starting a new game, and then the
Sarah.
guy showing up with like armor from like halfway through
Baby.
the game, and you're just like, oh come on, you can't even like progress in the game
Don't do
without
this.
these
Baby,
guys coming in
don't do this
starting
to me.
trouble.
Come
And we were able to beat a couple of them, but it's just not fun after a while. You can't even progress. You got to keep you know, then you're out of Estes and you got to start over, or somebody gets killed and you don't have enough. It's just, and my friend's not very good, and I hate PvP, but I don't know. Sometimes I wish you could just play like a two-person online and not, you know, and
The
get
number
rid
of
of, like,
confirmed deaths has
invasions.
passed 200.
I get it's part of the game.
The governor has
but,
called a state of emergency.
Hundreds and hundreds of bodies lining the streets.
Report from the
whatever
World
they're
Health
doing.
Organization showed that the latest vaccination tests have failed.
Los Angeles is now the latest city to be placed under martial law. All residents
Yeah,
are required to
it did feel a
report
little
to their
more balanced.
designated quarter.
Nothing
Riots
beats
have continued for a
Dark
third
Souls
consecutive
1
day,
where
and winter rations
you're
are
like
at an
in
all-time
level
low.
35.
A group calling
And
themselves
you
the
got somebody,
Fireflies.
You can still rise with us.
Iron Golem.
Remember when you're lost
And I
in the
always just go
darkness?
and get
Look
Tarkus
for the
to
light.
backstab me. And because I don't level up my health right away, I usually do my strength or stamina, endurance. And they'll just like one-shot me. And it's like, oh yeah, it's just loads of fun. But at least in Dark Souls 1 you can farm humanities early in the game. You know, in the depths.
How was your morning?
Yeah, I'll even have the FAP ring, but
No, I don't.
it doesn't matter. If I have like a strength build, I'll use the FAP ring. Because I
Well, I
usually
have some
use heavy
interesting news for
armor,
you.
but I
Where
don't
were
get
you,
the heavy
Tess?
armor till later in the game. But I
West
still
End
don't
District. Hey, we
I
had a
don't
drop to
add
make.
the
We.
I usually keep my, I only
We had
raise
a drop
my
to make.
my
Well, you wanted to be
HP
left
up
alone,
maybe a
remember?
couple points in the beginning. Because I don't
So I'll
need
take
a
one
lot of
guess,
HP
the,
to fight the bosses.
whole
I need
deal
more
went south and the
stamina
client
and,
made
like
off
I
with our
said,
pills. Is
strength,
that
so I
about
can
right?
use my weapons.
Deal
And
went
I'm
off
trying to
without
get
a
my,
hitch.
you know, where I can wear my armor.
Ration cards to last us a couple of months, easy.
So that's all like the,
You want to explain
holy
this?
crapperoni.
I was on my way back here, and I got jumped by these two
No,
assholes.
I don't speak
all
Spanish.
right?
Sorry, even though I
Yeah,
kind
they
of
got a few good hits in.
see
but
what you're saying. Sorry,
look, I managed.
Senor Sanchez.
Dad,
Lo siento.
these assholes still with us?
Well, that's funny.
Let's find out who they were.
Yeah, look, they were a couple of nobodies. They don't matter. What matters is that
oh, that threw
Robert
me off.
fucking sent them.
Yeah, but anyway, the FAP
Alright.
ring, I
He
use
knows
it.
that we're after him.
I use it
He
usually
figures
if
he's gonna
I'm,
get
if I'm
us
doing
first.
like a
Son of
strength
bitch is
build
smart.
or a heavy, you know, a heavy weapon armor
He's not
build.
smart enough. I knew where he's
Excuse
hiding.
me. Ah,
Like hell you do.
Old warehouse in Area 5. Can't say for how long, though.
whew.
Well, I'm ready now. Yeah?
Oh, I can do now.
Oh, the beginning of this game takes forever to get going. I'm already 20 minutes in and I still haven't got to any action yet. But we're getting there. Yeah, it helps with lightening the load, so to speak.
We better hurry up then.
I hate the ninja flip ring, man. I've never used it, and I remember I was co-oping with you, and you had the ninja flip ring, and you're just flipping around, and I'm like, oh my god, it's funny. I remember I was oh, it's great on a PC because you put there's a Dark Souls fix, DS fix, I think it's called. I use it. And it gives you like 60 frames per second and everything. The only problem with 60 frames a second is you can't,
Look at that.
is, you know, when you have to make that jump to get to go up to the crow's nest so you can go back to the tutorial area. It's really hard to make that jump. You have to make a jump. You can't just roll off very well. Yeah, Tess is my kind of woman, Joshua. My kind of woman, that's for sure.
Seems like more people are getting infected.
That just means more people are sneaking.
But yeah, the ninja flip ring is so ridiculous. I was playing co-op with a guy not that long ago, and he was a Havel. He was in full Havels.
Fucking lynched him. I got
And he's ninja flipping around, and I'm just like, this is ridiculous.
Play cool.
Just no way that anyone could flip around in that big ass armor like that. And like anybody who uses the Ninja Flippery is like, they just can't help but flip. Oh, you want subtitle? Let me see. Be under options. Audio. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Here we go. I got it. Okay. Here you go.
Visiting a friend. All right. Thanks.
Get out of here! Close it off! Fire!
That was a terrible. Oh, I'm like, I just finished playing Evil Within 2, and you run by, and I played the DLC for Horizon Zero Dawn. You run by holding down the left thumbstick.
Patch yourself up, all right?
And in this, you have to hit L2. I forgot. Yes, let me do stuff. Alright. Yeah, we got it. Alright, now we go.
They're gonna close all the checkpoints. We're gonna have to go around the outside.
Outside the wall.
Or we could just let Robert go.
Cute.
Idilla reverse backpack.
Hey, Tess, you see that shit?
I was there. Hey, how's the east tunnel looking?
Yeah.
It's clear. I just used it. No patrols. And where are you off to?
Gonna pay Robert a visit.
You too?
Who else is looking for him?
Marlene. She's been asking around, trying to find him.
I couldn't
Marlene?
stand the first one. I tried to play it. It was just like 30 minutes in and nothing had happened. It's driving me nuts. Yeah, I'm playing on the PS4.
Hey, you stay out of trouble, all right? Military's gonna be out in force soon.
Yeah, see you around.
I ended up buying this game a couple years ago on. They were selling these. I found this seller that on I think it was Amazon that was selling like these.
What do you make of that?
I don't like
promo cards.
better find
It was
them
like a
before the
promo
Fireflies
card
do.
where you just got like a code, right? And I paid like $11 for it, and I love this game. I remember when it came out.
This is us.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Shit's stirring up out
7:06
there.
PS.
How we looking over here?
It's been quiet.
Oh,
No signs of military or infected.
huh?
That's what I like to hear.
Oh, 60 frames per second.
Joel, give me a hand.
Should
with
be,
this.
but I may not have set my settings.
Y'all take it easy out there.
I was worried about my my internet being strong enough,
Oh,
but
God, this place reeks. I need to watch what they throw away down here. There be light. Let's grab our gear.
there we go.
Our backpacks are still here from last time.
Yeah, this is made by this same company that makes Uncharted.
Not a lot of ammo.
The shots count.
I should do an Uncharted stream one day. I have the collection for PS4, and then I also have the new one, number 4. Yeah, it's hard for me to tell because my eyes suck, so I tend to. Sometimes it looks like fine to me. Like I played Dark Souls on my PC, and it's 60 frames per second. I can't really tell the difference, but like when my friends come over, they're like, "Yeah, it's 60 frames," and I'm like, "I guess." I can't really tell the difference because I'm so blind at this point. Oh, Metal Gear Solid 5 is so repetitive. I That's what I hate about it. It's like I feel like I'm just doing the same shit over and over again.
Be careful.
When am I not?
That a trick question? Ain't been out here in a while.
It's like we're on a date.
Well, I am the romantic type.
Got your ways. Where's the ladder?
It's got to be around here somewhere.
I never even finished Metal Gear Solid 5. I was, I don't know, I just kind of got, it just got boring to me. Plus, it's so weird to have Kiefer Sutherland as the voice.
Ladies first.
Lady, you must be thinking
Metal Gear
of someone
Solid.
else.
I liked Metal Gear Solid 4.
It's all relative.
The part I liked the most was when you had the
This way.
It's been a while since I played it, but you had the battle between Liquid Snake. He was in Ocelot's body. You get a chicken mask? I didn't know that. I've never asked to. I never died that much, or I don't remember even. I don't remember. That's funny though. Oh. That's because you didn't give up. You didn't say, okay, I'll do it the easy way. Just like in God of War, if you you die too many times, they ask you if you want to go to, easier.
Down through here.
Oh, Brandon, I was going to ask you, did you see that they put footage out of the Secret of Mana
Speaking of merchandise, when's that next
remake
shipment
they're doing? It looks kind of icky. It looks kind of cheap to me.
Yeah, well, he always shows up with something. Should keep us busy for a while.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out on YouTube later. It sounds funny.
Spores.
It's like everybody knows when you gave up, decided to go the easy route.
Where the hell are all these coming from? The place was clear last time.
They're coming out of something. Stay alert.
There's our culprit.
Body's not that old. Better keep your eyes and ears open.
Yeah, I've played this game like a bunch of times. It's a little out of practice. I was able to do the whole library once.
Damn ceiling's falling apart.
The bookstore as a bookstore. I was able to do that all in stealth once, and
easy.
I don't know. I kind of get bored with the stealth. Sometimes I just want to go crazy with everything, but that's just me.
My mask broke. Don't leave me to turn. Please.
What do you want to do?
Right in the eye.
Poor bastard.
Let's see. My problem is I've never been able to get the, I've always tried to do it, is try to get all the little conversations to get the trophy for that. I always miss something. Always.
You hear that?
What was it? One was on the wasn't it on the Game Boy? I think. Shoot, I streamed Batman years ago. The last thing I streamed was Bloodborne for like a week. That was like a year ago. Yeah, I did the Batman stream. Nobody, I couldn't get anybody to watch for like, I tried like 2 days straight, and I was finally like, never mind.
Let's head back into the city.
That was when I first started doing any kind of streaming, and yeah, that was years ago, and they didn't have like YouTube streaming at the time, which I think I kind of prefer right now, because I have a YouTube audience, but I don't have a Twitch audience really. I have like 6 people on Twitch, so. Well, you're supposed to hate the infected. They're the bad guys, kinda. Actually, the bad guys are the humans, just like in Walking Dead. Do either one of you guys watch the new either one of you guys watch Walking Dead? Or read the latest issue, 174. 174 was awesome. I just read it earlier today. It's a great Negan issue. Probably one of the best Negan issues. Well, you're missing out, Brandon, because Walking Dead is awesome. Yeah, I keep saying, my doctor, I was at my doctor's office, and he was talking about having problems with his medical license. This is about a month ago. A few weeks, maybe, yeah, it's about a month ago. He says, yeah, I heard him in the other room talking about, yeah, I have problems with my medical license, and I stuck my head out of the room I was in. I said, when the zombies show up, you won't need a license.
They weren't expired. That'd be a good idea.
Other patients heard me. Everybody started laughing. It's pretty funny. I thought I was funny. But yeah, it's true. I said, yeah, when the zombies show up, you won't need a license. Wasn't there a, Yeah, it is actually real. It's based on, I believe, ants. I think the, I could have swore there was a medicine pot over here, or am I thinking of another area coming up?
Through here.
Yeah, I think it's the next area coming up. There's like a medicine pot, flower pot.
I got it.
Smallville was good. Have you been watching Supergirl and all those? They just did Crisis on Infinite Earth. I did a video on Crisis, which is based on a... there it is. Where's my wood? Right here.
Here, pass it to me.
Hey Joshua, did you ever watch the live Last of Us they did? The one night only?
Alright.
It's really good. You get to see all the actors in real life. I'm not ashamed to say that the actress that plays Ellie is pretty hot, I must say. Forget her name, but yeah, she plays in she does a lot of different voice work and then acting. She's like 35, so it's
Make sure there ain't any soldiers around it.
Come on.
She doesn't look 35. She looks like she's in her 20s. You haven't got around to the new shows, man? You're missing out. Shows are good. Arrow's like on its, what, 6th season now? And then, Flash is on its 3rd or 4th. 4th? Yeah, 4th. Legends of Tomorrow's on its 3rd. Supergirl's on its 3rd. They're all really good. All of them. They even brought Superman into Supergirl for a few episodes. And they even bring in like old characters, like Erica Durance, who played Lois Lane in Smallville. She's in, she plays the mother of Supergirl. Like the, what's it called? I you know, as much as I'd love a zombie apocalypse, I just, of some kind, I don't know if I really want one. You know, I always wondered if they did a Last of Us where they find a cure for all these people, because the difference between the Last of Us and other zombie stuff,
I'm sure we'll need it.
Is yeah, they're on Netflix. All of them are on Netflix. Like all 4 shows. But no, what I was saying, like if there was a
Hey, little man.
as much as I kind of would like one, I don't have the medical I have all these medical problems, so I wouldn't be able to fix that. But
yeah?
I don't know. I'm so sick of the world right now. People are. The older I get, the more the more stupid everything is. Like I can't stand social media.
Well, that'll make it more interesting.
I still use it because I have to.
Good to go. Come on.
It's just I don't know. I'm tired of. Like I went to Applebee's
Not right now,
about 6 months ago.
Not.
I keep telling this story to people because it's just so ridiculous. I go to an Applebee's at like 9:30 at night to get some stuff to go, and you got to go up to the bar. And it's like winding down. I live in a small town. We have an Applebee's. We're a one Applebee's town.
I'm not interested in
And excuse me. And they're go in the kitchen, get something. But anyway, there's like hold on. Sorry. Okay. So I go to an Applebee's and there's like 8, I counted, there's 8 people at the bar. They're in a social setting and 4 of them are on their cell phones. And I'm like thinking to myself, you're in a social setting and half of you are on your cell phone. It's like, why are you even out? Just stay in the house. And they're just sitting there and they're not even talking to each other. It's the weirdest thing to me. Yeah, Ashley Johnson. Yeah. I really like Ashley Johnson. She's a class act. Everybody wants to act tough around here. Touch it, you butt.
It's been a while.
Tough guys. Yeah, it's like, why would you go to a bar and play a Vita? It doesn't make any sense.
Sorry, Tess. Didn't realize you two were
It's one of those things like, you don't go to a bar. You go to a bar to hang out with people and drink. That's what you go to a bar to do, or eat. Got her Instagram. Yeah, she's quite attractive in a girl next door kind of way. And it's weird when you see her. When they did that live show where they got on stage and they played out a bunch of the scenes with the original actors, and they were dressed, as the characters.
You come through here?
And
Going back to the war.
It's so weird because like when you see her mouth move, it looks just like Ellie. The government's always watching us. You talk about the advertising on like
Here we go.
everything, like social media. It's ridiculous. Everything, it's ridiculous. But I guess they have to kind of pay the bills, but because everything's becoming more free.
Our beef
A
isn't
free
with you.
model.
We just want Robert.
So I guess you kind of have
don't
to
wanna
just
do
deal
this.
with the advertising.
Turn the
What I
fuck
can't
around
stand is like
and
the
leave
YouTubers
now.
that put like an
I'm not
ad in the
going
beginning, the
anywhere
middle,
without
and
Robert.
the end. I get
Bitch,
putting one in the middle.
bash your
I mean, the
skull
beginning or the
unless you
end.
turn around and get your
But
dumb
don't sit
ass
there and
outta
play. And it's like they're middle of talking, and they got an ad that plays right in the middle.
Take
of it.
cover!
You're just like, oh, come on.
You ready?
here. Yeah.
So
I'll cover you. Get the angle on them.
you just get a little, you just get tired of it. You're just like, and what I can't stand is you know what also I hate is like when you go on Facebook and they have the so-and-so was as a kid was an actor, they look terrible now, and then you go on there and it's like 40 pages of next of one paragraph, and it's like such a waste. And you're just like sick of it, and it's just clickbait nonsense. Yeah, my aim sucks. I got it. It's hard to concentrate and talk sometimes. Let's see. But yeah, the government's always watching us. Don't trust any politician. We live in a political climate here in the States, man, where
Nicely done,
everybody
Texas.
trusts politicians now. Like, I trust Donald Trump. It's like, don't trust anybody.
How the hell did he get all
Trust
these
no
guys?
one.
If Robert's good at one thing, it's writing blank checks. Let's go put an end to that.
Because
I'm not going through here. Hey, boost me up.
oh yeah, you remember in the old days when MySpace, that was the good thing about MySpace, is that in MySpace you could do, remember all those customized profiles you could do? Like everybody had a custom profile, and it was cool. But yeah, Facebook just won't let you do it. And I remember I missed the days of Facebook when there wasn't like everything's got an ad now. Like you have to sort through your friends' stuff to find, and then you got ads all over the place. And like I said, I get that it's a free model, but they get really carried away with it. It's like it's never enough money for them. Never.
More of Robert's guys.
How do you know they're coming? Two of our guys died trying to take Tess out. Guarantee that she and Joel are on their way here right now to
What kind
get
of
Robert.
symbolism are you talking about, Joshua?
We shouldn't have taken this job. Not our call. Let's spread out and make sure no one's creeping around in here.
God, she's like right behind him. You don't even see her.
Move up. Move up.
Nobody noticed me. I'm not here. Oh, they always go so slow. Yeah, MySpace was cool. I miss it too. I thought MySpace was better. I hated Facebook. And everyone's like, oh, I'm going to Facebook. And I never really cared for it, to be honest. I mean, I've gotten used to it because it's the one thing everybody switched to. But sometimes you kind of have to go with what's popular. Otherwise, you're going to be the only guy on MySpace. Now MySpace is some sort of music thing, I guess. So it's not even the same platform it used to be. But it used to be nice. You could like organize, your friends lists and put so and so on top, and then if you want to start trouble, you move them down to number 2. And then you're like, you're not my number 1 friend anymore. And they're like, how dare you? It's like, well, what do you want from me? Shouldn't have slept with my mom. Fireflies hiding from the government. So, well, shoot, we have. I don't know if that'd be as much symbolism. And the smartphones. I still use I use a PC mostly. I have my smartphone, and then I have and then my wife has
do another once over and then head out. Getting close to curfew.
That's all right. Being a conspiracy theorist is fun until you go off the fucking deep end. Until you become Alex Jones, man. Then you're just out of your fucking mind at that point. Talking about FEMA camps and shit. That guy's out of his fucking mind. I don't know what FromSoft's gonna do in 2018. I think I hope they kind of remaster Demon's Souls for the PS4. I think that would be pretty cool. But yeah, Alex Jones's new thing is that, what was it? He went yelling about, I can't remember what it was the other day. He's fucking nuts. He's always talking about lizard people and shit. Oh, he's talking about the lesbians. What were they gonna do? Oh, I can't remember. Ah. The lesbians were gonna... Oh, I forget. It's so ridiculous. It's nonsense. Anyway, the lesbians were gonna do something to everybody. I don't know. My 20-year-old daughter's gay, and I just hear stupid shit from people all the time. It's funny, my ex-in-laws don't even know that my daughter's gay, and she lives with them. And if you met her, you'd realize she's gay. I mean, she doesn't, and she never brings guys around unless they're like friends of hers, and looks gay. It's not like a big surprise. But they're just, I don't know. They're just, I think they're just more in denial than anything. But they thought gay marriage was going to ruin the world, and turns out nothing really happened. Ooh, a shiv. I love shivs. The best thing in this game is stabbing people. Did I get everybody? No, I didn't get everybody, did I? I can't really hear the sound because I don't want it to, because I don't have it set. Oh! I guess there is one guy. Shit. Okay. I'm gonna die if I don't. There's a, yeah, that's what I need. She was a tomboy, when she was a kid. She's never been real feminine. And when she was a kid, she always liked boy toys and stuff. I mean, we kind of knew. But, you know, she's still got, I mean, she's got kind of a... Yeah, Ellie is bisexual because she has that thing with her friend. But yeah, my daughter is you know, my daughter, she cares a lot about like animals and people, you know. She cares a lot about social issues, of course, more so than I do.
Yeah, you're right.
My problem is, you know, she's kind of like a she wants to make sure that, you know, she hates social justice warriors. She can't stand them. Which is funny, because usually people like, usually people that are, you know, in her age group tend to be more social justice-y, even if they aren't, you know, batshit crazy about it. But I don't know. She sees this thing where there was some social justice warriors wanted to legalize pedophilia, and she was getting all bent out of shape, and I'm like, Tony, you gotta, you know, her name's Antonia, but, you know, we've always called her Tony. And I'm like, you gotta remember that these extremists on both sides of the aisle tend to be few, you know, they're a small group, but they got a big mouth, and everybody starts thinking that, you know, it's everybody, when it's just like a few people with, you know, with big mouths. That's what tends to happen. And,
that cocky son
you
of a
know,
bitch.
we all have to kind of rein it in, because we're all losing our mind over all the nonsense that the internet, and then you walk out of your house and you never see it. You only see it online, and then people are like, it's the country's falling apart. It's like, no, it's online. It's not really real. And it's not something you really have to worry a lot about. Yeah, but the thing about pedophilia is that these people really don't have... It's really not a law. Like, there's no lawmaker trying to make pedophilia legal. I do hate this whole Roy Moore thing. I think that's a little disturbing that, you know, he's obviously lying about something. I mean, there's stories coming out where he's... you know, where he says he doesn't know these women, and then the women are like, well, you signed my yearbook. It's like, yeah. It's like, you signed my yearbook, you, and then one woman's like, yeah, he dated me when I was 17, and there was, like, nothing illegal about it, and it was all consensual. And then he's like, I don't know her either. And then you're finding out that he was kicked out of malls and stuff back then because he was a creep, and he would go check out young girls, but yet people don't believe him, and I'm just like, people don't believe that he did anything, and I'm just like, that's scary stuff. I mean, just the question is scary. And then we see, you know, and then we see all this stuff going on with sexual offenders, like they're going after Al Franken, which I think they should, because, you know, we don't want these people in power. But, you know, the stuff he did was nothing compared to the stuff you hear. And, like, none of it's been proven. That's what you got to remember. It's like, yeah, we think something's going on, but nothing's really been proven. But that's the court of public opinion versus, you know, court of law. You can see him. Where'd this guy go? Come back here.
Watch out!
All right. Oh, shit.
Right here!
Okay. Yeah, it's real hard to play when you're trying to when you're trying to talk. I never play as well when I'm... on the news. Matt Lauer? Is that who you're talking about from the Today Show? I think that's him. I don't know. I don't even know. I mean, I don't even know what his... a lot of these guys, they're just... I think that was Matt Lauer. I think that's who you're talking about. You know, it's like there's so many. I didn't even bother to look them up. I know one of my friends, she texts me about it, and she's like, ugh. Dan Schneider from Nickelodeon. I don't know who that is.
That office. Robert must have run in there. Let's go.
Yeah, I can't trust the people in charge. There's, I don't know, it's just a crazy climate. It's like the people that are, it's like, I don't know, we have all these people who are just, It's funny because
talk,
you look at
Robert?
all this sexual harassment and sexual assault and all this stuff we're
Put
talking
your gun
about.
down.
And our own president has been accused by like 20 women.
He's running.
Nobody's saying boo about it.
Robert!
It's like, meh,
Joel, this way.
no biggie. I don't know. Sometimes I'm always telling my wife, I'm always like, you know, maybe sometimes I just want to go like move to the mountains and just stay there. And I think the problem, you know, if I try to do that, the problem is, you know, I have kids and I have to
Hello, Robert.
stay here and do the best I can to help them.
Yes.
But yeah, part of me wants to just go to the mountains and just stay up there and
No hard
hunt
feelings,
my
right?
own food and
None at
everything.
all.
Except that my health is all screwed up right now. And I'm working on it.
Oh, God damn it!
I have to go to Stanford in
We
January.
missed you.
But,
Whatever it is you heard, it ain't true, okay? I just want to
The
say...
guns.
so
You want to tell us where the guns are?
don't
Yeah,
move to
sure.
Alabama.
It's complicated.
I'm gonna stay here in
Look,
Central
all right, just hear me
California
out
where
on
it's
this.
nice and
I
quiet.
got-
It's funny because if you go read like if you go to like Fox News whenever they talk about California, they'll have
Quit your squirming.
they'll everyone in the comments on a Fox News on a YouTube video, they all talk about California's useless. We don't need
I didn't
them.
have much of a choice. I
And it's
owe
like
someone.
if
You
you
owed
think
us.
about California,
I say you bet on the wrong horse.
According to Forbes in
I
2017,
just need more time.
California has the number
Give
one
me a week.
economy.
Yeah,
California
I might have
pays
done
more
that if you
taxes,
hadn't
federal
tried to
taxes than
fucking
any other
kill me.
state.
Come on, it wasn't
Who
like
has
that.
our guns?
And the valley I live in, the Central Valley, we produce about 70 to 80% of the country's produce.
Just give me a
And
couple...
I told the guy this, right? I told the guy on there about the produce thing.
has our
He says,
guns?
I shit you not. His response was to me, I grow my own food.
Fireflies.
And I'm thinking to
Oh, the
myself, how
fireflies.
stupid can you be? What are you going to do?
What?
Let's say California leaves and you don't get all that food.
They're basically all dead.
And you grow your own food.
just-
Now everybody's
just go in
hungry
there,
because they're not
finish 'em
getting the
off.
produce.
We get the guns.
They're all
What do
going
you
to come
say?
to your house, and yeah, I'm sure you have guns
Come
and you can
on.
defend
Yeah,
some
fuck
people.
those fireflies.
But when everybody's showing
go get
up,
'em.
they're going to take what you got because that's what humans do when
That
they're
is a
hungry.
stupid idea.
Now this is an extreme scenario that probably would never happen, but it's like
Well, now
sometimes these people just don't get like. And then we have
Our
the
merchandise
fastener
back.
industry.
How?
My
I
dad
know,
used to work
we
in Southern
explained it to
California
them.
when I was a kid, in the 80s and 90s.
Look, let's
And
Let's go
he
find
worked in the
Firefly.
fastener industry. My
You don't
dad
have to
used to
look very
rebuild the
far.
machines that make rivets. And
Yeah.
there's the city of industry in
Green
California
Firefly.
just makes like fasteners.
here?
My uncle was a thread
Business.
roller. He used to put threading on like screws and
You're
bolts
looking
and
so hot.
stuff. I mean, this is big.
Where's
This is
Robert?
big money. They do like these government contracts. I have a friend that works for Boeing in Southern California,
I
which
needed
does
him alive.
military contracts.
The guns he gave you?
And these
They
guys
weren't
act
his
like
to
they
sell.
don't need California.
I want
Then we
them
got
back.
what? Silicon Valley
Doesn't work like that,
computers.
does it? The hell it doesn't.
Yeah, you don't
I
need
paid for those
California.
guns.
It's nothing.
You want them
It's
back?
one of like the most
You're gonna have to earn them.
productive states in the union.
How many cards are we talking about?
I don't give a damn about ration
And we have
cards.
Disneyland.
I need something smuggled out of the city. You do that,
Oh.
I'll give you your guns back. And then some.
How do we know you got them? Well, I hear the military's been wiping you guys
I
out.
think Brandon left. Still there, Brandon?
You're right about that. I'll show you the weapons.
Or maybe you're on Netflix watching
I gotta
Supergirl or
move.
something. The
What's it gonna be?
Flash.
I want to see those guns.
Follow me. We gotta get out of here. Now.
Oh. I don't remember there being anything over here.
Move.
Yeah, right.
Through here. I know a way around this. Come on.
Ah, that's right, going up. You know, I heard once that the only two presidents that weren't Freemasons were
shit.
Lincoln and Kennedy.
What's left of them? Why do you think I'm turning
The
to
two
you guys?
presidents that got assassinated. I heard that once. I don't know how true it is, but it is kind of like a cool conspiracy theory.
They're planning on leaving the city, but they need a scapegoat. They've been trying to rile us up.
There's all sorts of interesting similarities between Lincoln and Kennedy, like the amount. They had like the amount of numbers, like their vice presidents.
Joel, give me a hand with this.
I think we're both. What was it? They were both Johnson, weren't they? Can't remember. But yeah, there's like this big old thing. It's like really cool conspiracy thing. It was pretty neat. I mean, who knows if it's a coincidence or not.
I'll live.
I didn't think there was anything over there.
Hold up. Soldiers. That's the way out. The door into the bridge.
Ain't a big fan of these.
Yeah, it's funny. I grew up
Sneak by them,
in.
even though I know that's not your
I grew
style.
up in like
We'll see how it
Southern
goes.
California back in the '80s when it was all like. I grew up in Fontana as a kid, and this was back in the early '80s when there was where it was all like orange fields and stuff, and orange orchards, not fields, but you know. And we had an acre of property, and there was like an egg farm across the street, a hatchery. And I remember as a kid we used to go and steal eggs, and we had horses. That's where I grew up, around that. And it's funny because like as I got older, we moved to Rialto, which was a little bit more of a city, but it was still, you know, it wasn't like city. It was more of a. No shit from no one. Well, yeah, his dad was. But anyway, yeah, But yeah, that's how I grew up. And then I lived in Las Vegas for 16 years, and then I came back, and then I moved to Porterville, which is a farming community, which I love it here. I can't stand big areas, big cities. I was never happy there. I can function in a big city. I mean, I know how it works, but it was more of a necessity thing as opposed to what I really wanted to do. So. Frozen body conspiracy. I never heard that one.
Not bad.
So you like JFK's policies or what? I know his dad was Joe Kennedy was a bootlegger during the Depression, or during the Prohibition, which I think is pretty neat myself, but. I always thought that was just really cool. Shit, fuck. I didn't think he's. There he is. Smash face. Ow. Yeah, he's pretty fast. Break that over his head. Yeah, I'm not real big on like Kennedy's policies. I know a lot about FDR, and I love, I'm a big FDR guy.
Damn it, they got Warren.
I love demand side economics.
Goodbye, friend.
But
we should go, Marlene. There's bound to be more soldiers on the way.
I just know that's what, we had 50 years of prosperity because
Let's
of
move.
Oh yeah, I heard about the Walt Disney had they were saying he was cryogenically frozen. I heard something about that. It is really cool stuff. Yeah, it makes you wonder. If it is true, it's pretty bitchin', I'll tell you that much.
Not much further now. Go on, outside.
Not used to all this talking.
Marlene? This way.
It's funny because whenever I go out, my wife and everybody makes fun of me because I'm always talking to people. But that's because I sit at home all day with no one here. Being on disability sucks. Sucks bad. Everyone thinks, oh, you just like living off the government. It's like I make less than minimum wage being on disability. It sucks. I'd rather be working instead of having to struggle with money every month. That's for damn sure. But I don't need to play on easy. I can do this. I've done this a bunch of times. Are you doubting my ability to play? Come on, man. Give me more credit than that. I'll get used to talking and playing eventually. It'll eventually work itself out.
The place is right up ahead.
I mean, if I want to stream more often, I'm going to have to get used to it,
Curfew
right?
is now in full effect. Anyone caught outside without proper authorization will be arrested and prosecuted.
The hell are we smuggling?
I'll show you.
Attention. Curfew is now in full effect. Anyone caught outside without proper authorization will be arrested and prosecuted.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind this. I'm having fun. I mostly stream because I just like to chat with everybody.
Joel, give me a hand
It's
with
always
this.
fun. You never know what kind of conversations are going to pop up. Like, I had no idea I was going to be talking about Walt Disney's Frozen Body tonight. I mean, that's just pretty cool.
Fuck away from her! Let her go.
I know politics tends to come up, and I'm always willing to talk politics.
You're recruiting
But
kind of young, aren't you?
sometimes it doesn't.
She's
Of
not
course,
one of
everyone
mine.
talks about video games, or,
Shit.
you know, it's always something
happened?
going on.
Don't worry, this is fixable. I got his help. But I can't come with
Nothing beats the classic conspiracy theories like Disney's body or the...
Hey, we're smuggling her.
you. There's a crew of Fireflies that'll meet you at the Capitol building.
That's not exactly close.
You're capable. You hand her off, come back, the weapons are yours. Double what Robert sold me.
Speaking of which, where are they?
Back in our camp.
We're not smuggling shit until I see them.
You'll follow me. You can verify the weapons.
Then you got the
I can get
Illuminati.
patched up.
Everybody talks. People.
But she's not
that-
crossing to
You guys
that
ever
part of
seen
town.
that
I want
lady
Joel to
talking
watch
about the
over her.
monster?
Whoa, I
during-
don't think that's the
I'm not
best
Ellie.
idea.
Him?
Monster is the devil and 666
How do
and
you
all
know
that
them?
crap. It's so
He's
ridiculous.
close with his brother Tommy.
Stuff people come
Said
up
if I was
with.
ever in a jam, I could rely on him.
Was that before or after he left your little militia group?
He left you too. He was a good man.
Look, just take her to the North Tunnel and wait for me there.
Jesus Christ.
Just cargo, Joel.
No more
Yeah, they make it out like you're sitting around just having a grand old
fine.
time. Like I have Crohn's disease, I have HS, which is a
Now go with
autoimmune thing that causes open wounds
Don't
in
take
my
long.
body.
You, stay close.
I don't want to get too detailed.
Let's go.
It's kind of gross. They just had to cut me on Monday again to open some wounds up because they're having problems healing. And I can't, and the doctor doesn't want me moving around too much because I'll start bleeding. But, so, and then I have that, and then I have two hernias because of my colostomy surgery that broke, that opened up, so I have trouble breathing.
Same thing's gonna happen.
And my colostomy doesn't work anymore, which sucks. And people act, and certain people act like, I'm just having a grand old time because I'm sitting at home in pain all day.
Down here.
And, like, I've been taking morphine so long that it doesn't even give me a high feeling. Barely even works.
Keep up.
And, it's always somebody who's never experienced it who has, an opinion about it. And I used to make $40,000 a year before I went on disability, and I make less than minimum wage now. I get $1,000 in my disability payments. I mean, it's like
how are we supposed to reach that?
it's barely enough to cover anything. Thanks. Yeah, but the good thing is I have Medicare, so I'm going to Stanford now, Stanford University, and they want to do all these operations. They said, you know, they need to fix me. It's one of the best hospitals in the West Coast, if not the country. And I'm grateful that I have Medicare for this, because, you know, I've been really frustrated for years with these problems, and Stanford took my doctor's referral.
No, that's a first.
And I have 2 more appointments in January, so I'm selling a bunch of stuff, a bunch of my video games on eBay right now. I got
friends with the leader of the
I'm trying to you know, I got to put together. It cost me for a 2-day trip to Stanford, because it's a 5-hour drive. I have to rent a car and get a room and everything.
Where are your parents?
And Palo Alto, where everything is, it's so expensive. It's like $100 and something just for a Motel 6.
So instead of just staying in school, you decide to run up and join Firefly. Is that it?
Look,
and it cost me about $400 for a 2-day trip, and that's eating, you know, I eat Wiener Schnitzel when I go. I love Wiener Schnitzel.
To be honest with you, I'd give
the closest one here is like 35 miles.
Good.
And a few weeks ago, my wife and I was like, you know what? I've started cutting back on eating, so I want to go to Wiener Schnitzel before. And of course, my daughter thought we were weird, my 13-year-old, and she's like, "You're so weird, Dad." And I'm like, yeah, but she ate the Wiener Schnitzel. She liked them chili dogs, so she can just think I'm weird. I don't care.
Killing time.
Plus, if your kids don't think you're weird, you're not doing your job as a parent. So
I am sure you will figure that out.
That's what I say, at least.
Your watch is broken. You mumble in your sleep. I hate bad dreams.
Yeah, me too.
Really? I named my daughter Lorna. My 13-year-old's name is Lorna. She's, I named her after Polaris from the X-Men.
You know,
and I have an X-Men number 50, which was the first appearance of Polaris, that I'm saving for when she gets older. Because Polaris from the X-Men, her name was Lorna Dane. And when I saw the name as a kid, as a teenager, when I first got the book,
what on earth did the Fireflies
I first bought my first copy of the book.
Sorry it took
then
so
I got
long.
a better copy later from a friend of mine.
How's Marlene? She'll make it.
I always wanted to name my daughter Lorna.
It's a lot.
And my ex-wife hates the name, but she went along with it at the time. So my daughter's name is Lorna, and she's named after a comic book character. I always thought that was pretty damn cool myself. Why, thank you. I like the name myself. I thought it was a great name too, but my ex-wife she just hates the name. It's funny.
It's a bit strange that they're having us do their smuggling.
Marlene wanted to do it herself. We weren't their first choice, or the second for that matter. She's lost a lot of men. Beggars can't be choosers.
But it's funny, like once you name a child whatever, then if you can't imagine them being named anything else at that point. You know? At that point, they're just everyone's like, yeah, come on. You can't imagine their name being anything else. One of my doctors keeps calling me Michael. My wound doctor. He's like one of those smart guys. That's like he's like super smart, but he's kind of in his own little world. And he's a really good doctor. But and he's really nice and friendly. But a couple times he called me Michael. When he's cutting me up the other day on Monday,
She said there's some fireflies.
He says, well, there you go, Mike. And I'm like, did it again. My name's not Mike. And he keeps thinking
What
of
is the
Michael
deal?
Moore is what it is.
Some
And I
big
said,
wigs
yeah, a
or
long-haired hippie, but
something like that.
two different guys.
How long is this all gonna take?
Pretty normal name, but Alexarinda? I've never heard that one before. That's new to me. That's really different. Am I saying that right? Alexarinda? That's very unique.
Climb up and check if the coast is clear.
Oh, Alexandra. That's not the way it popped up originally. Alexandra, yeah, that's pretty normal. You put Alexarinda.
Hold up. There's a patrol up there.
Okay. Yeah, that's normal.
Alright.
Those are normal names.
Good.
Those are
Come
good
on
names. Nothing wrong with those. Angelina Jolie.
Come on, kid.
Alexandra somebody.
Watch your step.
City in Walking Dead. Hey, there you go. Oh, that's Alexandria. Close enough. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, sure.
This rain ain't gonna do us any good.
I keep thinking there's a something, one of those plants somewhere.
Up this way.
Alright, it's about to get ugly.
Don't do anything stupid.
Move.
Turn around, on your knees.
On your knees.
You scan him, I'll call it in.
Right. Put your hands on your head.
This is Ramirez at Sector 12, requesting
Yeah,
pick up the
Ashley
3
Johnson, who
stragglers.
does the voice of Ellie, she kind of
Understood.
talks through her teeth.
Look the
if
other
you've
way.
ever noticed.
We can make this worth your while.
Shut up. Tired of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
What's the ETA?
Couple minutes.
I don't think they've got a release date yet. They just have like, I think it's supposed to be late. Sometime in 2018, I think is what they said. Like late 2018,
I thought we
think.
were just gonna hold him up or something.
I know, I'm really excited for it. Ellie looks different in it though. She looks more like Tess in it. And I don't know if that was on purpose or just, you know, it seems like whenever they upgrade like the
Marlene set us up.
imaging software they use for the
Why the hell are we
when
smuggling
they
an infected
make the
girl?
character models,
I'm not infected.
they
No? Just lying.
sometimes as it goes on, the
explain.
character
You
looks
better
less
explain
like
fast.
it did in the older games.
Look
It's
at this.
weird.
I don't care how you got infected.
It's 3 weeks old.
No, everyone turns within 2 days, so you stop bullshitting.
It's 3 weeks. I swear. Why would she set you up?
I ain't buying it. Oh shit. Tess. Run. Run!
Go! Go! Move!
Super excited about part 2.
Holy shit! I got 2 dead uniforms.
You know, my dad passed away last October last year in 2016. I remember whenever I'd play this game, like when it was on the PS3, when it first came out, I would play it, and my dad was always like, he's like, I just like watching you play. It's like watching you. And it was funny. My dad, you know, my dad when I was a kid, he used to love playing Space Invaders. And my dad always loved playing Space Invaders on the Atari 2600.
Ready?
And like a couple years ago, I hooked up the Atari to my 50-inch LCD, and my dad played he just couldn't stop playing. He kept playing game after game of Space Invaders. You know, and he's, you know, he was like 63 at the time, right? And he was just having a blast playing Space Invaders. And
sure they came this way?
Stay down, don't let him see you.
Come on, kid. Follow Joel.
And but yeah, it's like I remember when I got this version, I was like, yeah, Dad, I got this PS4 version of The Last of Us, and it's got better graphics. And he's like, I don't know how it can have better graphics. And he's like, you know, because he's in his 60s. And but yeah, he was a funny guy. He thought video games were cool, but he never liked playing them, but he did like Space Invaders.
I hear him up ahead.
Trying to read. Where am I going? I'm in the wrong spot. No, I'm just happy.
Hold up.
Shh, stay.
Who's there?
Go, go.
I'm thinking I went in the wrong way.
Look, let the clickers get him.
Yeah, let the clickers get us. Get out of here. I always wonder when I play this why the I always wonder why the army gives a shit.
We can get through here.
I always wonder why they even care.
Down. Come on, Ellie.
Thanks, Tom. Yeah, I just hope for the best for you too. It sucks having Crohn's disease is, you know, my stomach and my insides, like, are always screwed up.
There's so many of them out here.
But, you know, you kind of get used to it. I just want the hernias fixed so I can exercise. I used to live in the gym. I used to go like 6 days a week.
It's too many tests.
10 years ago, I did a 5K. I mean, that's the kind of stuff I used to do, and now it's like, shoot, I can't do anything now. Like, I walk to the car and I'm in horrible pain.
See if you can distract him.
All right.
It was actually my dad, not my grandpa. My grandpa would never have liked video games. My grandparents both died in like the early 80s. But yeah, my dad thought video games were cool. He didn't want to play them. He liked them though. He liked watching me play. Shit. Come on. I usually die on this part.